video I'll be reacting to one of the early uploads from the YouTube channel, the Game Theorists. This video came out in 2013, so it's around 8 years ago. I'm a huge fan of their work and the content. I hope that you like their videos as well. Do just go over there and just show support for them. And yeah, if you like my videos, please consider to like, share and subscribe to my channel. And comment down below if you have anything to share with us. Thank you so much.
Only two things are known for sure about the mysterious Pyro. It sets things on fire and it doesn't speak. It's a fearsome, inscrutable, on-fire Frankenstein of a man. If he even is a man.
Only two things, Valve? Get ready to add to that list.
Oh my gosh. Only 2 days?
Hello, Internet. Welcome to Game Theory, the show that takes geek culture and makes it even nerdier by applying a heaping helping of science.
Is that a chroma of game controllers?
So I grew up on consoles, and without friends, making a multiplayer PC game like Team Fortress 2 something I didn't have too much cause to play when it was first released. But now, thanks to your suggestions to make an episode about it, here we are, talking about it, playing it, and loving it. So thanks for introducing me to yet another game that will successfully keep me from finally finishing Dragon Age Origins. Now, for those unfamiliar with TF2 like I was, it's a fun, fast-paced action game built around various classes. The medic, the spy, the demo man, etc. But one class in particular has been the centerpiece of a mystery that has only strengthened over the last 6 years. The Pyro. And who, or what, is behind that mask of his. Or hers. The first piece of evidence that got people questioning was an out-of-place purse that appeared in the Pyro's locker. Clearly, if this masked man was indeed a man, he wouldn't be carrying around a pink handbag, right? That's when speculation started to roll in. It's a man because the voice actor is a man. It's a girl because look at that pose!
Aww.
It's a guy because look at that pose! Mixed signals came from every direction. In-game text saying that you should give her a try. Interviews with the designers using inconsistent gender pronouns. Marketing videos having the characters call the Pyro a he.
He's not here, is he?
But transcripts for the same video using the word she. And let's not forget Pyroland, a sugar-coated rainbow fantasy set to the tune of Do You Believe in Magic, in which the Pyro gleefully skips around while the Lovin' Spoonfuls sing about the magic in a young girl's heart. Then the designers go and add another layer to the conspiracy by hiding a female gender symbol in the cotton candy clouds.
Wow.
In short, the internet has been collectively chasing its tails as Valve purposely misdirects everyone to keep this mystery going. But I say no more! As the Nancy Drew of gaming, we're ending the speculation today. Call it MatPat in the case of the perplexing Pyro, but we're unmasking this masked thing so that we can all move on and Valve can finally release TF3, or Half-Life 3, or Portal 3, or all three.
All three.
First, let's talk about the existing evidence, if it can be called that. The argument that, oh, the character is voiced by a man, means nothing. That would mean practically every character from South Park would also be a man because they're voiced by the same two guys. Same goes for Miss Piggy. Oh, and by that same logic, Ash Ketchum, Bart Simpson, Gohan, and Popeye would all be girls. And while I do question Ash's inability to close the deal with Misty and the painstaking hairstyles of Bart and Gohan, Popeye? Come on, it's Popeye! The only thing manlier would be a fighter jet made out of biceps. And regarding the purse, let's face it, we're living in the post-Queer Eye for the Straight Guy world, friends. A place in which manscaping, man purses, and the knowledge that a Homer Simpson t-shirt should never be worn with jean shorts gives you a distinct evolutionary advantage. If the Pyro wants to carry around a bedazzled daisy clutch, that's the Pyro's choice. But the second our favorite flame-spewing spewing she-male admits to knowing it's called a clutch, oh, then we can start to draw conclusions. In short, all evidence up to this point has been based on stereotype. I'm removing that entirely from the equation and instead looking at the indisputable facts. The
Indisputable facts. That's awesome.
Pyro's body and behavior. The basis of my argument? Sexual dimorphism. Sexual dimorphism is the scientific term for physical differences between males and females of a species. Many extreme examples exist. Peacocks versus peahens, for instance. So, what is a man, other than a miserable little pile of secrets?
Oh, so the female name for peacock is called peahen. Really? I didn't know that.
Well, aside from the obvious, men tend to be taller, have more hair, and have bigger Adam's apples, while women tend to live longer, have larger digestive organs, and resist heat better. And while that stuff's all well and good, it doesn't do much for identifying someone who's covered from head to toe in a flame-retardant suit. For us, the answer actually lies in the finger. No, not that one. That one. Actually, those two. The relative length of the index finger compared to that of the ring finger can actually tell you whether someone is a guy or a girl. This is called the digit ratio theory, and it's all affected by how much testosterone you're exposed to in the womb, meaning that men who get drenched in the stuff before birth tend to have longer ring fingers than index fingers. Women, on the other hand, have fingers that are a similar length. Wait, let me guess. You just stopped to check your hands, didn't you? Loyal theorists, if you need to check your fingers to tell me what team you're batting for, my friend, you have much bigger issues to grapple with than the Pyro's sex. But if I can help you on your quest for self-discovery, I gladly accept the task.
Thank you. The more you know.
Anyways, shocking revelations about what's in your pants aside, look.
You do know that for the rest of the video, I'm just gonna look at my fingers a lot.
Looking at the Pyro while he's performing the director's vision stance, we can compare finger lengths. Notice that the second and fourth fingers are extremely similar. To contrast, look at the soldier's fingers. Clearly his ring finger is significantly longer than his index finger. He's a man's man, and was thus exposed to lots of testosterone. Thus, based on the sexual dimorphism of finger length, we can conclude the Pyro is, once and for all, a female, right? Then why is there still so much time left in this video? I mean, my end cards are long, but geez, I'm no Yuri of Wind or anything. You see, it's not quite that simple. Tests have shown that homosexual males also have similarly sized fingers, while quote-unquote butch lesbians tend to have a digit ratio similar to a straight male. Now mind you, this isn't me being a homophobic or sexist. This is just science. I know it sounds like I may be putting people into a box, and it is to some extent, but science has shown on average, these trends exist. And if you don't believe me, I encourage you, do the research yourself. So, disclaimers aside, while we can't yet conclude whether the Pyro is a male or a female, we do know it's either a gay male or a straight female. So now what? Well, let's check out the rest of his body. First, his feet. Women have smaller feet proportional to their height than men. Comparing the Pyro's feet to the other characters, his feet are just as large, if not larger, than the rest of the guys who are significantly taller than him. So that's a point solidly in the man column. Men also have longer torsos, and as you can see from the character model, the Pyro is definitely not lacking in torso space. In fact, he's almost the masculine ideal. Studies have shown women are more attracted to men whose leg height matches their torso height, and for the Pyro, his legs are the length of 3 Pyro heads, as is his torso. So under that mask could be a very beautiful man. Or a slightly stocky woman. Another physical marker separating males from females is the biochromial width, aka broad shoulders, something the Pyro's slumpy, slopey shoulders clearly seems to lack. But more importantly than absolute shoulder width is the proportion to the rest of the body. The average US male is 5 foot 10 inches tall, or about 1.78 meters, and his shoulders tend to be 18¼ inches, or 46 centimeters wide. That's a shoulder to height ratio.
Know that the average is different right now, because right now is in the future. This video is way in the past. This video was back in 2013. So yeah, the average will increase a lot. We will have more better nutrition, better growth, more sleep, yeah, better health awareness. That's why we grew taller for the younger generations, and thus the overall average.
Of about 0.26. The average woman, conversely, stands at 5 foot 4.5, or 1.64 meters, with shoulders at 15 inches or 38 centimeters, a ratio of 0.23. The Pyro as depicted in this height chart, meanwhile, stands at 300 pixels tall, with shoulders that are 80 pixels wide, bringing his shoulder to height ratio exactly to 0.26, the ideal ratio for an average man. So while his biachromial width seems narrow when compared to hyper-masculine beasts like the soldier, his ratio is right on target for him to be a less testosterone-driven man.
Why is it still 3 minutes left? We already know that it's a male.
So physically, the Pyro fits all the characteristics of a potentially homosexual male. But is there any other evidence? Well, in the Meet the Pyro video, we get to see the world through the Pyro's eyes. And what we see is a 10-year-old girl's paradise, replete with rainbows, candy, and flying ponies. But as we all know, rainbow ponies are popular both with underage girls and a select group of 20-something males, so no strong evidence there. However, what's more important about this video is the disconnect between how the Pyro sees the world and what's actually happening. The Pyro here is experiencing an intense level of visual and auditory hallucination, a strong indicator that he suffers from schizophrenia. Schizophrenia is a mental illness that makes it difficult to differentiate between what's real and what's not real. Research has shown that schizophrenic hallucinations tend to involve vivid, colorful scenes, can sometimes include animals, and can elicit extreme emotional reactions, including tremendous pleasure. In other words, Pyroland in a nutshell. So how does all of this identify the sex of the Pyro? While schizophrenia affects both men and women equally, gay and bisexual men show twice the rate of schizophrenia than any other group. That goes alongside another astounding fact, that 90% of clinically treated cases of pyromania are males. In other words, the final, scientifically proven answer to the sex of TF2's Pyro, he's a homosexual male. Not based on stereotypes, not based on circumstantial evidence, but based on biological science. His fingers, his body shape, his mental condition. And even if you don't believe me, I think that there's one thing we can all agree on. Gay or not, the Pyro is one big flamer. But hey, that's
The jarate. The jarate proof umbrella hat. Disclaimer, does not actually protect against jarate.
just a theory. A game theory. Thanks for watching. Hey, this video was super long, so let's make this short. As a theorist, it's pretty clear that I like numbers, research, and running tests, right? So over the next few videos, I'm running a super amazing end card tournament.
Oh, this is the start of the super amazing end card tournament. And then after a few episodes down, it just slowly disappears.
In an effort to find what the most clickable end card button ever would be, this week's competition, cute kittens versus boobs. The one with the most clicks progresses to the next round. They'll both take you to the channel page, so while you're there, check out another video. And if you haven't yet, subscribe, because I guarantee no other channel goes to the lengths this one does to unearth gaming's biggest secrets. Like, seriously, I spent 10 hours researching stuff for this video. It's kind of insane. It's also good that I don't have much of a social life. So click on one. I'm done talking and really want to see which one you choose. Kittens or boobs? It's like the two reasons the internet exists going head to head.
Yep. At the end of the video, I was just like, yeah, definitely, I'm going to be, yeah, politically correct, yeah, for this video, I'm going to be politically correct, and that's just a theory, a game theory. Thanks for watching.